Over the last 5 years, there's been a significant focus on the teaching of sustainability as we move into the integration of sustainability into the Australian curriculum. Part of the research that we did in the lead up to the Climate Clever Energy Savers program was to look at world's best practice for teaching sustainability, and we did a research project both based in Australia and looking at overseas practice.
I've been involved with the Climate Clever program for 4 years now, and it's a fantastic program. It's one of those inspirational things when you get to see kids transform from a point of not knowing what to do about the environment to actually becoming the agents of change. Teachers get so much learning, and the collaborative process where students and teachers are working together to form real solutions is just fantastic.
Making the case for change. Exploring energy. Assessing the current situation through a school energy audit. Investigating concepts and ideas relating to energy and its sustainable use. Stating the case for what needs to change in a school and why.
Can I stand up like this? Okay. And you're the poles and wires that bring the electricity from the power station to someone's house, okay? And last of all, of course, we need something to do with the electricity. Do you want to come up here? So you're going to stand here, and you're going to go like this, and you're the light globe at the end, right? So should we give it a go? You want to start shoveling? That's it, start generating the power, that's right. And the power goes through here, and finally gets to the end and lights up the light. And you can see, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of work, lots and lots of coal, lots of moving parts, and it gets a bit tiring after a while.
Yes.
And all that work and all that energy puts a lot of smoke and a lot of pollution into the sky, all for just this one little light globe.
Oh, there. We have these mini solar panels and I just connected it to this mini generator. If I put my hand over the solar panel, flip it over, it will stop.
Energy that could be generated by these, there was a few of them made over 100 acres. It takes up quite a lot of space.
There's good reasons to change what we're doing. So how do we do it? The first thing we do, and what we're going to do today, is we're going to do an energy audit. How much does your school pay a month for electricity? Air conditioning or heating your hot water and lights. That's where you can save money. That's the place to try and save money. You guys in groups of 5 are going to go around and everyone's going to have an iPad and you're going to start entering data. That's looking at cost. It's gone up pretty quick. Just push on the blue mode button. Energy. Look at that energy already. What have you seen from the data that you've collected so far? How much energy does it say it uses? Now look on your data. 600. Is that a lot? Is that a lot, you reckon?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's on all the time. You don't switch it off in the school holidays either.
This web graph here shows us how much energy we use each month.
I can see we use energy even when we're not here.
The students enjoyed the energy audit immensely because I think that they were surprised by the results. They spent some time wandering around the school looking at different areas so that they were, by the end of it, they really understood exactly how the school used energy in every single way, in every single area. And so, and they were quite surprised with how much energy a school, even as small as ours, uses on a day-by-day basis.
Defining the scope for action. Generating ideas and exploring options for making a change. identifying available resources and constraints, selecting ideas for action.
The Climate Clever Energy Savers program has provided a really different approach for teachers. No longer were we asking young people to engage in an environmental issue where that was presented as large, global scale, with all of those awful images that we quite often see in the media. Instead, we were asking young people to engage in an action learning approach.
Had a one-way system for over 100 years, but we've had a big coal-fired generator pushing it down a network to you as a consumer. Now we've got distributed energy, so we've got 1.2 million houses in this country with solar generation units on their roof. A 265 kilowatt solar system would completely cover your energy.
And look at strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats.
Yeah.
So probably the cost of that's going to be a threat, isn't it? 400,000. Okay.
So, but how long would it take us to make that back?
That was fantastic. Really good idea.
Well done, guys. That's really good. You're all here, coaches.
It actually provides young people with many points of entry into thinking about the problem, into identifying potential solutions, working out which is the best for that context, and then actually implementing it. And as you know, those projects were classroom-based or school-based, with the teacher support that the kids received, there was some really fantastic projects came about that had young people in charge.
Developing the proposal for action. Developing the statement brief, describing an agreed direction for action. Preparing and communicating the proposal. After our SWOT analysis, we prioritised our ideas and created an energy-saving action plan. This is the plan we will communicate to the school.
Now that we've made our assembly presentation, we look forward to seeing a difference in our energy consumption.
Wondering if P&C would help with the fundraising for the solar panel.
Yep, certainly sounds like a good idea.
Great idea. Great idea.
Locating the investigations and action in the classroom and in the school is probably one of the most powerful elements of the Climate Clever Energy Savers. And when you see some of the examples of what kids have done, you'll see that they are in charge. They are developing the ideas, developing the solutions and putting them in place.
Implementing the proposal. Putting the proposal into action. Monitoring and recording the implementation.
We made these posters for people to realise to turn off the electricity and the fans and lights so we can save power.
Okay, so we put thermometers in every classroom and posters next to them in every classroom, and my group did a speech on them, like how to tell the temperature and like when to turn on the aircon and when to turn on the heater.
With the lux meters, if it's 160 lux, it means we don't need the lights on.
We've got the whole community on board with us, which is a great thing to have, and they can actually see there's a real purpose to this program. It cuts across our various curriculum areas, so it's really that whole area of sustainability. We can honestly say here at Bexhill we're giving that a very big tick and we're giving it a really good go.
It's amazing seeing some of the solutions that students come up with. There's fantastic ideas, everything from power rangers that run around at recess and lunch, turning things off and rewarding classes that have done the right thing with canteen vouchers and assembly awards, through to window tinting to reduce the need for air conditioning, shade trees to do the same sort of thing, insulation, whirlybirds in the roof. There's a variety of solutions that these kids have researched and developed themselves, which is the best part, just seeing the ownership of the process.
Wake up in the morning, listen to my warning about global warming. If you have a shower for half an hour, that's wasting power. We've shown the video at the Southern Cross University.
We also showed it at the Year 6 Farewell last year.
And at our festival called Music in the Valley.
And it's also on YouTube and our school website.
Evaluating and reflecting. Evaluating the sustainability action. Reflecting on the learning.
Sustainability! Our achievements from those various things was the greenhouse has been covered with a shade cloth. We have planted trees to provide shade during the weekend working bee with our parents. Each class has been turning off lights at lunch times and only turning on the lights if the rooms are too dark. We have reduced our energy bill since energy announcements at Assembly 6 months ago.
At the end of October this year, our total amount payable was $2,347. Our average daily usage is now down to 74 kilowatt hours.
The way that my teaching has changed since engaging in this program would be just the way that I found the children retained the knowledge a lot more when they had immediate concrete examples of what we were talking about.
Solution. There's all sorts of fantastic stories that come out of this program. The parents get together and the P&C contribute to all sorts of initiatives that have been funded, seed funded by the program. And it builds a real momentum, which is exciting to see because this is change. This is culture change. This is where we want our kids to be going, to consider the future and to be positive agents towards making it a better future.
As soon as the kids started to understand that they could make a difference, and as soon as they were monitoring what was going on in the school community, you could tell that they were going home and doing exactly the same thing at home. They became more aware than I was of what power was being used, and they became very vigilant about it. And there were times when I actually had to explain to them, it's okay to use power when you actually need it. It's wasting power that we don't want to do.
It's a fantastic program. If you get a chance to be involved, you won't regret it. So much positive feedback from all the teachers and the students. I'd recommend it.